gamers? As we always do, we do these what should you play videos. Today I am joined by chat down here, and I just wanted to switch it up, try to do it live. Maybe it's going to add to it, maybe it's going to make it worse. As always, we're just going to try to cover decks from the event. I'm not going to lie, for this event it was really hard to get decks because the power level of the event is actually like pretty low. I think in general the best deck is going to be Insects, and Maxx C is searchable in Insect, and Maxx C is like one of the few hand traps we have. We've got Maxx C, we've got Imperm. What other hand traps do we have in this format? We've got all the C cards, right? Like Retaliating C, yeah. We've got Retaliating C, if that's a thing. Like, seems not the best, but I guess it's a thing. So you might want to run a Donner to out the Retaliating C if they summon it to your field. I guess that's like one thing. And I think that's it. We don't have a lot of hand traps at all. Also, Evenly is banned. There's no Evenly. So, you know, like slightly more limited on board breakers. So yeah, Maxx C's broken, but because of the low power level of the format, I don't think it's going to be as bad as people might think. I mean, the main thing you're going to draw into here is Imperm. I don't think we have a lot of negates in the extra deck either. Like, if we're looking at the extra deck monsters that say negate, like these are literally, look at this. Out of the URs, these are every single extra deck monster that says negate. There's not a lot of them, and most of them don't. Like, there's really, I don't think there's a single Omni negate other than like Fabled Unicorn, which is technically an Omni negate, I guess. And in the SR, it's not looking much better either. So going first is not going to be setting a lot of interruptions for the most part. Do we have Gors? I don't think so. Gors is a... wait, is Gors Beast Warrior? No, it's a Warrior. I think because of the power level of the format is going to be a lot lower, going second is probably going to be a lot stronger. So most people are probably going to be focused on decks that are going to go second and just picking second. You might even see a lot of people just scoop it up when you go second, and you might just get the event for free. But with that being said, let's go check out some deck lists. This is from Mazinger, so thank you, Mazinger. And it's just one of like infinite insect variants that you can have this event. I'm not going to showcase every single insect variant you can have, but Insect is just going to be crazy. This one's kind of a mishmash of a bunch of different stuff, right? We got the Soma, so with a couple of crawlers, even got the shiny Black Sea Squadron in here. Obviously, Retaliating C is crazy unless you search Maxx C, which is ridiculous, but you can also do other things with it. Resonance Insect is a one-card starter, and it goes crazy. Run a couple of board breakers. You can go first, you can go second, set up a negate with the Battle Wasp thing, the poison. It's just a good deck, so obviously we're going to have a replay for this. I might even show a couple more variations of Insect you can do, because it's probably going to be the best type in the event, in my opinion. There's some other good decks, obviously, like that we're going to showcase, but I think Insect is going to be pretty crazy. From Bidoof, we have a more crawler-focused build. Bidoof has 3 Soma and 2 of the Qualiarch. So I'll check out the replay for this. I'm not exactly sure like how this is almost like a pure crawler deck, or as pure as crawler will get usually. So I look forward to seeing what it does. I mean, summoning a Deus Ex crawler is super crazy. This card is basically skill drain, right? So I'm sure this build is really good at going first. And I don't know about going second, but I guess we'll see. I mean, Mosquito is a hell of a card, very good for going second, and the power level of the format is pretty low, so I could see this working for going second as well. Overall, though, it just seems like a pretty interesting way of playing Insects. Obviously quite expensive, so this is more one of those like if you have it, or if you're someone that makes a bunch of accounts, but it is pretty cool. So this is from Quiet Elite, and this is Ballpark. This is like literally just, I'm going to go second, and I'm going to summon big monsters, and I'm going to win the video game. So I mean, there's nothing really too crazy to say about this deck. Obviously, it's just like a ultimate go second deck, right? Running Serpent Geh, which is based. I love it. Going second is just gonna be broken this event, right? So builds like this, like, it looks goofy, but honestly, like, you can't really go wrong with this stuff. It's just insane. I think it's a good idea to just throw Ancient Warrior, Loyal Guan Yun, if that's how you say it, into the deck, because it's just like a big free summon, and you can actually use this plus a Zodiac monster of any kind to go into your Ancient Warrior's Oath. So that's pretty good too. So I like this list a lot. This list is from 2Pi. It's Ancient Warriors. In my opinion, Ancient Warriors most likely to be like the best deck in the event. I might be wrong here, but they're like almost full power except for only having 1 Sun Mo. But there's 3 tanky in here. Like, it's just, to me, it seems like it has to be like insane. It's like it's already a going second deck in a format where going second is going to be the best. If you only have 1 Rebellious Lu Fang and 1 Double Dragon Lords, you can actually still play the deck, you know, like you just like fill it out with some other cards. But he already plays Ancient Warriors, so he's got all the cards already, so that's why he's playing it like that, and it helps seeing them more. Maz deck, what should Maz play? We have aliens, and aliens are cool. They kind of just have this like weird wombo combo. I'm guessing you're just gonna do some funky like counter, like alien counter, skill drain, whatever you call it. Yeah, this deck is really goofy. The extra deck is super expensive. Don't build this, but also if you have it, play it. I guess this is your event. This is your time to shine and set up some goofy shit. But yeah, not much else to say on this one, to be honest. So the closest thing we have to a beast deck is this Tri-Brigade Bujin deck that pretty much plays every single type that's available in this event. So I guess that's pretty cool. It's Bujin. We'll show a replay. Yeah, so for this one here, this is a Harpy Lyrilusc list. This list looks really cool. There's other ways to play Lyrilusc. Lyrilusc might be like a cool little budget option if you want to go for OTK. I'll show that as well. I'll just show a replay of that. But yeah, you can basically just run a bunch of going second cards and equip cards with Lyrilusc and just kind of go for like an OTK strategy. But I really like Harpy, and I'm not missing that many URs, so I'm probably going to be going for a build like this. Shout out to King Papakai for giving me this list. This looks a lot of fun to play, and it's pretty interesting. The combo is like with Divine Wind of Mist Valley. You can, you know, like bounce a Harpy Dancer or bounce a card with Harpy Harpist. Then you get to trigger the Divine Wind of Mist Valley and summon out from your deck a Lyrilusc monster and get into your Lyrilusc plays. So that's pretty cool. I definitely think this looks like an interesting list. It looks fun. So let's start getting into the replays. The first replay we have, again, is from Moz with the Bee Trooper just insect pile pretty much. So here we have in hand, I don't know if this is in ranked or a dual room, but we have a Scout Buggy, a Guard Mantis, a Bee Trooper Scout Bomber, Lightning Storm, and Descent, and we're going second. And is this okay? Well, we already know that it's not an event. Okay, we're just straight up playing in ranked, it seems, with this deck. That's kind of crazy. Let's see how it goes. So they're setting up the Lady Labyrinth, 2 sets. I mean, that's pretty scary, but we do have the Lightning Storm, so we're going to force out that back row. Force out the back row. They're going to chain Maxx C. Okay, that's kind of scary, actually. Kind of scary, because it can be hard to go for game against Labyrinth sometimes. Going to go Scout Buggy here. And they're going to Ash the Scout Buggy. That's actually kind of a good thing in a way. We got them to use their Ash. Now we're going to go Scale Bomber to Special. Special Scale Bomber. Still pushing for the game here. Let's see. Going Guard Mantis to Special Summon. They're going to go Labyrinth Chandelier. Now, we're just kind of worried that they might draw into a Coup Clock. We're going into Inzektor Picofalena. Picofalena effect, discarding Goki Pole, targeting Scout Buggy, equip the Resonance Insect Goki Pole in the graveyard effect, search a Black Sea Squadron and special summon it. Then we get to activate the effect of Picofalena, shuffle 3 to draw 1, drawing it to Called By. Using these two, we're going to go into an Armor Horn. Armor Horn is, I think it gives you an extra normal summon of an insect, and with Resonance Insect, we can search Doom Dozer. So banish 3, special Doom Dozer, banish the Resonance Insect, so we can send to the grave a Beergrum. And we're going to go into Invincible Atlas. Then we're going to activate Bee Trooper Descent, special summon 1 token. And then since, well, I don't know why we did that actually, but anyway. Oh, tribute to special summon the Sting Lancer. That's why. Okay, that makes sense. Search a Bee Trooper formation. Activate Bee Trooper formation to special summon from the grave a Armor Horn. Using these two, we can go into a Papillon. Papillon. Beautiful. Beautiful. Using Papillon, just putting some counters. Doesn't really matter. And then we special from the grave a Beergrum. That animation was sick, by the way. Beergrum is going to pop. Going to go to battle phase. Beat over the Lady Labyrinth and just swing. And somehow they didn't get to a Coup Clock, it seems. So, yeah, that's GG. Against full power Labyrinth. In ranked. Pretty damn good. This deck is crazy. I think that might actually be the best deck. That might actually be the best deck. Alright, next up, we have Bidoof's insect deck, which is more focused on crawlers. Right now, it doesn't look like it's more focused on crawlers, but it is. Playing against just actual full power Kashtira. Okay. So... Gonna go Maxx C here. They're gonna get to chain and banish a card from the top 5 with their Ogre. Yeah, they banished the Retaliating C, which is weird. But, okay. So, banishing Retaliating C, passing turn here, since they don't want to give you more draws. We're gonna go Resonance Insect, Special Scale Bomber. They're gonna chain Kashtira Ogre. We're gonna chain the Scale Bomber to pop the Kashtira Ogre. Makes sense. They're gonna get to banish one of the top 5 cards of our deck regardless. What are they gonna banish? They're going for the Twin Bow. Okay. Weird choices, but anyway, it's Soma time. Flip down to Special Soma, summon 2 crawlers from the deck, make Inzektor Picofalena. Picofalena, discard 1, targeting the Glial, so we equip the Resonance Insect, then we can return 3 from our graveyard to the deck to draw 1, go into Armor Horn, then we're going to trigger our Resonance Insect to search out the Mighty Neptune. Armor Horn, extra normal summon with a Retaliating C to make Seraphim Papillion, then we get the effect of Retaliating C to search a Maxx C. And then we can use Armor Horn's effect, banishing 3 to special summon the Armor Horn. Sorry, my voice cracked there. And the Resonance Insect is going to send to the grave a Deus Ex Crawler. Going to go Invincible Atlas, special summon Scout Buggy from the deck. Using Scout Buggy, we can go into Cicada King. Then shuffle 3 back into the deck to summon Neptune. Gonna go for Sting Lancer, shuffling from the grave in order to search a Fly and Sting and just go for game here. Yeah, we didn't get to see that much crawler action, but it's still pretty cool. I mean, game is not over yet, so maybe we'll get to see some more crawler action after. And yeah, at the end of the turn, we get to boost our Cicada King by 1,000 attack, which is nice. Opponent is going to go for Cashier Unicorn. We're going to go Cicada King to negate the Unicorn. Makes sense, makes sense. Game, by the way. Hey, I called it wrong, okay? I counted wrong. My bad, okay? Maxx C, summon out the Rise Heart. We're going to get a draw here. They're going to go Sting, Tribute to negate. Then Cashier Burst, special summon out the Fenrir. We're going to go Fly and Sting on the Fenrir effect to pop it. Normal summon the Rise Heart, I guess, and just go to battle. Can't beat over the Cicada King. Get to boost the Cicada King again at the end phase. Now, Cicada King is getting pretty huge here. Pretty jacked. Gonna go pin the Bullseye. They're gonna chain Cashier Preparations. Their Unicorn is still negated. That's sick. And then we're gonna beat over a couple of things. And then burn for game with the Bullseye. That's pretty funny. I didn't even think of that. Okay, burning for game with the Bullseye is a W. That's a W. Yeah, I mean, the Soma engine, if you have the Somas, obviously those extra like summons are pretty crazy. Like, it builds a good amount of advantage. So definitely can't sleep on this kind of build. It's just like very expensive. So if you don't have Soma, like, don't bother, but this is still a really good way to play the deck. Our last Insight replay from Quiet Elite is a Ballpark. So yeah, Ballpark Insects is a pretty cool OTK strategy. Very different from the other two that are more like combo based. This is literally just break the board, go for game pretty much. What are we playing against here? They're going Allure of Darkness, banishing a Thunder Dragon Dark. No way you're doing this against Thunder Dragons. That's wild. All right, so I guess we're going to have to fast forward here a little bit. They're going to go for Thunder Dragon Hawk. We're going to chain the Maxx C. And they're going to summon out the Dragon Dark. We're going to get the draw. They're going to go for Thunder Dragon Colossus, activate Allure of Darkness, banish 1, pass turn on just a Colossus. Very cute, very cool. But we have the Imperm in hand, so that's not going to do much here. Going to tribute their Colossus. We don't even use the fucking Imperm. Activate Ballpark, summon a Kaiju and a Bigfoot, go into Borbao. Oh no, not a Bigfoot, sorry. Summon a Zodiac, go into Trident, pop the Kaiju. And just go for battle here, and then Ballpark triggers. We can summon 3 squatters from the deck and just go for game. In ranked, by the way. Yeah, this is just funny. I like this. This is a good replay. That was a good replay. That was a good replay. Next up, shout out Tupai. We have the Ancient Warriors. I think this is probably going to be one of the best decks. Maybe actually the best one. Not sure though, because it's just like it's just going second, right? If you win if you get your coin flip and you go second, like how do you even lose this format? I don't even know. But anyway, playing against full power Punk is crazy with a gimped Ancient Warrior deck is just insane. Man, these dudes always bring these decks to rank instead of doing dual rooms, and then they can showcase these event decks in ranked, making them look even better. Alright, so yeah, Punk is doing Punk things here, summoning a Punk Jam Dragon Drive, and then summoning out from the grave a Shark Sai so that they can, you know, quick effect Synchro next turn. Going for the field spell effect, summoning out the Madame Spider, looking for, this is the pop or the negate? I forget. This is the destroy it, okay. And wait, they summoned Amazing Dragon already? Wait, what? Why? I don't get that, but okay. Gonna go Harpy's Feather Duster. They're gonna chain Maxx C. Makes sense, I guess. Anyway, Fire Formation Tenki. We're gonna search our 1 copy of Lushan. Then we're gonna go Ancient Warriors Saga. 3 visits. They're gonna go for their Amazing Dragon here to bounce a couple of cards, I suppose. Bouncing 2, but it's okay. Because even if we control no monsters, we can summon out the Loyal Guan Yung. Oh man, and then we're still popping off. Send 1 to the grave to search. We can special summon out the... I don't know how to pronounce these names, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, summon out the Double Dragon. They're gonna go for Ash on the Double Dragon. I forgot this card could search things. And here we go, going for game. Thankfully, the Punk player had already split their own life points in half, which helped a lot. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, shout out Maz for the Alien deck. It's time to check out Aliens. Alien replay. I don't see Aliens a lot. Aliens are actually probably going to be quite good. And I think Aliens can go first and set up some pretty nasty stuff. But here we're going to go second, as is the case for every single deck, isn't it? And our opponent seems to be going on a bit of a Blackwing tangent here, summoning out the... okay, going for Borea Storm here and just passing. Okay, so that was a big Imperm. Imperm saved us there. Saved us a lot of trouble. Now let's see. Going to summon Eperia, special Black Mamba. targeting the Boreaster, the Wicked Wind. They're going to go for Maxx C. We're going to summon out the Alien Shock Trooper, discarding a card, putting some counters on cards, swinging, and just setting the Pollutant Virus. I think that's a good idea, not playing into Maxx C there, especially since you were in ranked, so I think that makes a lot of sense. I'm going to turn that to attack position, beat over the Shock Trooper. Shock Trooper summon out the Aperia, get another draw from Aperia. That's pretty nice. That's pretty good, pretty good. And we do have our Pollutant Virus, which is going to be very strong. So here we're going to go summon Ammonite. Ammonite special from Grave, the Telepath, pop the back row. Then we're going to go Tsuchinoko, discarding our spell, draw into Maxx C, which is good. Go Reptilian Echidna, lower the attack of the Borea Storm, and search Alien Overlord. Alien Overlord. Now we're going to go into Cosmic Slicer Zerol, search out the A-Cell recombination. Get to change it to defense position, trigger the Stealth Buster in the grave. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Ammonite, summon out this Stealth Buster. That's really good. Going into Cosmic Fortress Golgar to pop it. And then we just go for game. I mean, I just think aliens are cool. I'm not going to lie, like, I don't really know most of what happened there with the tokens or the counters or whatever. But it's aliens, so obviously it's based. I just think aliens are cool. But yeah. Misericordia has a replay for us here. We're going to check out the OTK Lyrilusk combo, which I'm glad, because I did want to see like how this OTK works. You really don't need, I think you don't need any UR cards to do that OTK, right? Because you're just using the SR that attacks a bunch of times. Yeah, see, the extra deck is literally 3 cards. I mean, they're running the Recital Starling, so maybe it's needed for the OTK. I'm not sure. But anyway, we're playing against Kashtira here. So yeah, they're summoning out the Rise Hard, doing a bit of banishing, going into the Shangri Era, and just setting a card. Basic, like, current day Kashtira plays. Nothing too crazy. Summoning out a Fenrir. Gonna go for Jack in the Hand here, which basically reads add 1 card you need to your hand. I'm gonna go for Fractal, send the Cobalt Sparrow to the grave, summon out the Watch Cat, use our Where Art Thou to search our Barrel Canary. Barrel Canary, special summon from our grave the Cobalt Sparrow. Cobalt Sparrow search the Sapphire Swallow. Then we can special out the Cobalt Sparrow and the Sapphire Swallow to make Assembled Nightingale. Oh yeah, so that's it. That's it. So you don't need the UR at all to do the OTK. You definitely want to run Acts of Despair, because it depends how many materials you're able to get on there. But yeah, attacking 5 times for 2k is 10k damage. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. And that's about it. That's OTK, right? That's OTK. So, but I think it'd be pretty hard with a build like this to get enough materials on your Assembled Nightingale. So most likely that's not the play. But you know, it's an option. But yeah, generally speaking, like, there's so many like going second builds you can do with this stuff. You basically just fill it with a bunch of Lyrilusk monsters and just ways of getting as many level 1s on the field as possible, and an equip spell to just go for game, right? Final replay, we're gonna do Boojins. Boojins are Boojins. They can go for game, or they can just kind of be like a Towersy kind of Towers deck. And they have a bunch of graveyard effects that protect their monsters, so they're pretty funny. We're playing against Orcust something. Is it just Orcust? Let's see. Going for the Harp Horror to summon out from the deck a Gear Suit. We're going to negate the Gear Suit with the Imperm. Not a lot of good spots to Imperm against this deck, so it makes sense. Summoning out the Scrap Recycler, they're going to send the Orcust Nightmare, go into Galatea. Galatea, bring back the Harp Horror to the deck to get the Orchestrated Babel. Activate Babel, set a card, and just pass turn. All right, so this is pretty manageable. We can just go Lightning Storm here. They're going to chain the Crescendo. But like, we got Crescendo out of the way now, so we're feeling pretty all right. Going to go for Fire Formation Tenki. They're going to send the Harp Horror to the grave. Then we're going to go Fractal. They're going to go for their Harp Horror effect. Chain Galatea. Goofy, Poopy. Okay, summon out the Orcust Nightmare. Okay, Tri-Brigade Kit. Banish a couple from the grave here. We're going to go for a Tri-Brigade Farragut. Special summon out a Boojin from our hand. We can use that effect to summon 2 Boojins from the deck. And at this point, I don't even know what's happening, but we did rank up into a Susanoo. We did detach a material to search. Search the Hiruko. Hiruko banish to... Wait, what? What does that do? Hiruko banish... Taking 1 Boojin Xyz monster, special summon 1... Okay. It's to make a Hiruko on top of the Susanoo, I guess. Does it do anything else in that? No, it doesn't. Okay, so it's just so you don't have to use 3 level 4 monsters to make it. And then what does this do? The Amaterasu. Your opponent's turn. Okay, so it's your turn. Target 1 of your banished level 4 lower monsters. Special summon it. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. So banish a Quillen to pop a card on the field. Then we can go for Amaterasu. Bring back the Fractal to our field. Summon out the Hirame. and make a Donner for hire. Use the effect of Kit to send the Karas to the grave. Then we can go for Donner effect, pop herself and the opponent's monster. Banish 4 to make a Shurag. Banish their field spell and just go straight for game. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that was like a pretty swag combo actually. That was as swaggy as you can make Boojins look, I think. W Moz, you know, round of applause. Yes, watching Moz play as always. Watching Moz play. Thank you. But yeah, that was really good. Really good. All right, after 5 years of consideration, I have managed to dismantle 9 UR cards, and I can finally complete my monster type deck. We get our 1 copy of Harpy's Featherstorm, get our 1 copy of Cyber Slash Harpy Lady, and our 1 copy of Harpy Channeler. And we are finally ready for the event. I'm looking forward to it. Probably going to stream it like tomorrow or some stuff like that. But for now, that's going to be it for the whole like what should you play thing. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Shout out to the people watching on YouTube. Shout out to the people in chat right now. Shout out to Moz, who made like half the decks on this list. As always, if you guys want to participate in these videos, make sure to join the Discord. Link is in the description. And yep, that's yeah, bye.